Good morning, everybody. It's the Rise and Shine Show with Sea Lake Journeys.
How about that?
For those of you that are new to our channel or just discovering our channel, my name is Robin and this is Chet.
And we are Sea Lake Journeys.
Woohoo! So today we're talking about Christmas trees.
How about that?
And this morning I was watching a video of putting up the tree in Rockefeller Center. And I learned a lot about that. First of all, it took them an hour just to get it off the trailer.
You mean that little tiny 2-foot tree? Yeah,
that little tiny 82-foot tree. Yes.
82-foot tree.
And what they do is they drill a spike up in the trunk of the tree. And when they get it on the platform, they literally screw this tree in.
What?
But what I thought was so amazing was it's really an ugly tree. It's not very pretty until they get all the lights and the decorations on it. It's really not a very pretty tree.
I only saw it sitting on the back of the semi, so I couldn't judge it from that. I was like, "Whoa, that's a big old tree."
So it's so funny because how many trees are you put it up and you go, "Oh my gosh, that's just an ugly tree," and then when you get the decorations on it, it becomes a pretty tree.
Well, to get that tree to be 82 foot tall, it's probably pretty old, so it's probably had all kinds of stuff happen to it over its lifetime. It's like, oh man, I'm tired. Somebody cut me down and make me a Christmas tree.
So we have some new friends with us this morning, and we're going to say good morning to everyone in the chat.
Good morning, everyone in the chat. Oh, where are we at? Oh, Bang Bang Vlog. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla.
And the Gaylords.
And the Gaylords. How about that?
Lowell Jones, he wasn't with us this morning, so the Gaylords put up a quote of the day for us.
Yeah, Lowell, wherever you're at, we hope you're okay, brother. Hopefully everything's okay for you, and we'll hear from you soon. The Gaylords, however, filled in for you with our quote of the day. Thank you for that, John, from the Gaylords. It's not what's under the Christmas tree that matters. It's who's around it.
There you
from
go.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown had some
What
of
a
the best
great
quotes.
quote. What a great quote.
And TNT House of Fantastic Cruising is with us, and they pulled their tree out of the box 2 weeks ago. Is it up?
Not quite. Tom's working on it.
Here we go.
Okay. TNT's House of Fantastic Cruising says, good morning to the Gaylords. We did it the week before Thanksgiving because we had family coming. So I got that tree up.
And here's the Gaylords.
TNT's House of Fantastic Cruising. We have an extra person living at my house, and it's cutting out the spot for my tree for now. Hey, wait a minute, John. Is that guy standing over there like a Christmas tree or something? Let's hang some ornaments from him, throw some icicles, and wrap a light around him. Say, there you go, you're a tree.
And everybody get those salutes up because Mark the Shark is in the house.
Mark the Shark got some good news this morning, and we're going to come across it here in the chat.
Right here.
It's Mark the Shark says to give you the update. The doctors have cleared me to get on my next cruise this weekend on Harmony of the Seas. I just need to take it easy. There's no better place to take it easy than on a cruise ship. Woo, Mark, we knew you'd get that clearing, buddy.
Mark, you just relax on that balcony with that bacon and sausage, biscuits and gravy and lobster tails and just chill on your balcony and let your body heal and refresh.
That's right.
And good morning to Scott Smith this morning. He's listening while driving.
That's right. Hey, we're here for you. If you're driving somewhere, maybe you're going out to the pineapple patch this morning or go to check on the water buffaloes. Wherever you're driving to this morning, we'll drive right along with you.
And Eddie Lugo is with us. Good morning, Eddie. So nice to have you with us.
Brooklyn's in the house when Eddie gets here.
I
Yo.
think it's so funny because TNT started the show with TNT's Fantastic Cruising, and now they've switched in the middle of our show and they've become TNT's
Casa of Captivating Cruising. All right. So, hey.
They're still experimenting with their name, and that's okay. You have to find what works for you.
Hey, y'all, maybe give us some input in there. Which name you like better there for TNT? Maybe help them make a decision. Oh, Mark the Shark says, and yes, it is official. I will be doing a Christmas cruise on Harmony of the Seas.
Yay.
Oh, man, that's awesome, Mark.
Awesome, Mark.
Awesome. And yes, it is official. My buddy, known as the captain of the Harmony of the Seas, Captain Johnny, will be returning to office vacation.
Oh, can't wait to see him. And this is the other half. He's got more than this part of his comment still here.
Oh, okay, I don't think I finished
That's
that.
all right.
Oh, and yes, I would do everything I can when I see Captain Johnny on Harmony of the Seas. I'm going to make sure that he sees Sea Leg Journeys and make sure he has subscribed to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Mark the Shark. Okay, and he's also doing everything he can to get all of his Royal Caribbean buddies and employees to subscribe to Sea Lake Journeys.
We appreciate that. We really do, Mark. And good morning to Riley Creative Travels. Good morning, Blaine. How are you this morning?
Good morning to you. Okay, so TNT's Casa of Captivating Cruising says, so what do we say about trees today? We stopped buying the fresh trees because of the price.
Yes, we stopped buying the fresh trees because of the price years ago as well.
Well, our cat climbed it.
We're going to say good morning to a couple more people real quick, and then we're going to get on with the topic. Good morning to the Moonlight
Adventures. Good morning to you.
Good morning to the Fearless Rambler. So nice to have you with us this morning.
All right. Good morning, Fearless Rambler.
And Jeffrey Schmitz brought us our joke of the day.
Here it is. It's a one-liner. Are you ready? It says, I am proud of myself. I bought a puzzle, and on the box it said 3 to 5 years. I finished it in 6 months. I finished it in 6 months, Jeffrey said. Jeffrey, you get a squeaky for that one, brother. That is the joke of the day. Thank you for that, Jeffrey.
And good morning to Kathy Mills.
Good morning, Kathy.
Super Chat is with us as well this morning. Good morning, Kevin. So nice to have you with us.
Good morning, Kevin.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about trees, Chet.
Trees. Hey, I think somebody just kicked it off already about the real trees or artificial trees. Years ago, a lot of people bought a new live tree every year. But, I see less and less of those tree stands out. There used to be like half a dozen
trees. Boys, stop it.
They're just playing. Half a dozen tree stands, and every grocery store had them. There was live trees everywhere. Now they're not so many out there.
No, I don't even see even this year and even our own community, I haven't seen but one Christmas tree place, and it's in front of Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever that is. We used to see a lot of them, but
and Publix only had like half a dozen trees out there. But a 3-foot tree, like you put on a tabletop, as they call it, I think was $35.
I know.
I was like, what?
Right? And Tuber Chat has shared our link on Reddit.
Thanks, Kevin.
Joined Reddit, but I don't know how to set myself up on Reddit to be able to share things on Reddit. So I'm going to need to do me some research on learning how to do that, because I want to share things on Reddit too. But anyway. So
are you buying a new live tree every year still, one of the few people left, or are you got that artificial tree?
And Captain Billy is with us this morning. Good morning, Captain Billy. So nice to have you with us.
Ahoy, Captain Billy. I always say if the captain's here, everybody's here.
And Marsha from CMB Traveling is also here with us this morning.
Good morning, Marsha.
And Captain Billy wants to know, did you get a squirrel that popped out of that tree? No, but we had a cat one time that climbed up our Christmas tree and knocked the whole tree over. And we came home and the Christmas tree was laying on the floor.
Gigantic cat. It's like 23 pounds. And he went up the tree and the whole tree came down.
And Jeffrey Schmitz on his way to Planet Fitness. You have a great day, Jeffrey. Thank you for listening in. And The Journey Awaits is with us. Good morning, The Journey Awaits. And Law Jones.
Good morning, Reggie.
Law. Good morning, Law. We were worried about you.
We was worried about you, brother. I was going to start calling around the hospitals, make sure you was okay. Here's this quote. Transformation isn't about adding more work to your life. It's about shifting your perspective so become more fun, magical, and joyful. From Sherry Salata. Great quote, Law Jones. Thank you for bringing that to us. I want you to know that your buddy, the Gaylors, though, John stepped in and helped you out just in case something was wrong with you. And he gave us one this morning, too. So thank both of you guys for that. It's awesome to have the people doing this.
So this is what I think is funny. The Fearless Rambler is waiting for the carpets to be cleaned so that the trees can go up. Well, that's what's so funny is you clean this whole area to put the Christmas tree up, right? And then the Christmas tree makes all this mess all over the floor.
I'm going to clean this up before I make a mess.
And Jeffrey Schmidt.
Okay, Jeffrey says, our Christmas tree and decorations are up. I just brought in the boxes. If I ask the wife to help, the Kraken will be released from her.
So, talking about trees, do you remember those metal trees back in the 60s? And they were the ugliest little trees ever. And I thought it was so funny because James Cantonese put a video up about his tree, and his wife put up one of them little old trees, and he was making fun of it. He's like, look at this horrible tree. And she said that she didn't want to go through the work of putting a big tree up this year. So, do you like those tinsel colored trees? What else we got there, Chet?
Yeah, so with the artificial trees, we got the questions for you. How big a tree do you get? How many trees do you get? I have to ask that because we have multiple trees.
We do. But this year we only have two. We only have two trees this year. Typically
Technically
every
3.
7. Well, technically 3.
Technically
Okay,
3, but
fine.
we'll get to that in a minute. Do you do themes or special decorations on each tree? You know, she's got like the red tree and the blue tree and the woodland tree, all little woodland animals on it. And so what kind of tree decorations do you put on your tree?
I like themed Christmas trees now that it's just me and you. But when our kids were growing up, I loved to have their homemade decorations on the tree. And every year they would look for what decoration they made in kindergarten or first grade or whatever. And it always excited them to see the decorations that they made throughout the years. Let's see.
And of course, they were falling apart over the years. We have to glue some of them back together and tape them up.
Okay, here we go.
TNT's Casa of Captivating Cruising says maybe it's relaxing for some people on a cruise, but after a cruise, I really need to rest.
I've been on cruises where I need to rest too.
Oh, we've been guilty of that as well, Tom. Yes, we have.
And Tanisha from Leonard Family Fun is here with us today, bringing us our day of the day.
Good morning, Tanisha. And she says there are lots going on. It's Happy National Mason Jar Day, National Stay Home Because You Are Well Day. How about that? Not a sick day, a well day. I like that. And National Personal Space Day, National Mississippi Day. Listening as I head out. Right on, Tanisha. We know you're heading off to work, and we'll just talk and rattle off in your ear and keep you laughing on the way.
There you go. And let's see what the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla say.
Oh, and hit that thumbs up, the Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla say. Thanks, everyone, for making this morning show a wonderful place to be. It really takes you all. Woohoo!
It really does. You know, it takes a community. It takes a village. It takes a Christmas village.
And we was over watching Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla this morning.
Yes.
Out there with their crossbows, going hunting. Right
and
on.
Paul from PSV Odyssey is here this morning. Good morning, Paul. So nice to have you with us.
He says good morning to amigos and amigoettes.
Amigos and amigoettes.
Good morning, Paul.
Let's see what Fearless Rambler says here.
Okay, Fearless Rambler says we used to cut our own tree until I got into a body of poison oak.
Oh,
now
yes.
I have a real fake tree with no fuzzy animals except my cat.
Yes, we've actually brought insects into our home from live Christmas trees before.
Oh, yeah.
You know, not knowing it. And it's so hard to get rid of the little critters that come with the tree that you weren't prepared for, especially like ants and things like that.
Oh, sometimes we had the Griswold thing going on. It had so much sap over us, or the leaves are sticking to us, and then you go to scratch, and oh, no, yeah. It was a mess.
And Bone Tired Travelers are with us this morning. Good morning, Denise. So nice to have you with us. And they like a fake tree.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fake tree, you know? I wish they smelt like real trees, though.
Well, you can buy spray to make them smell like real trees.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
A lot of times I'll buy at the Christmas tree stands, you'll see where they have the scraps of parts of the tree that they cut off, and you can make a table runner out of them. I bought that before so that we can have the smell of the pine tree in the house.
Yes, I remember
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
That did smell good. It smelled good for a couple of weeks. Okay, Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla say we have 2 trees, 1 handmade and collected ornaments, and 1 small themed.
There you go. And
I
this
like that.
year it's about the gnomes.
The gnomes. There you
Yes,
go.
a lot of people like Christmas gnomes.
Well, you live out there in the woods. You know there's some gnomes running around up there. Is that what you was hunting this morning, Jeff?
And so Fearless Rainbow says, should we share our trees on the community tab? I love seeing everybody's
Yes.
different trees. I say yes. I don't know about anybody else, but I say
I vote
yes.
yes. Yeah.
But today at 3:00, our premiere is our Christmas tree. So it's a short video. It's only 4 minutes long, and it's about our Christmas tree.
It's a time lapse photo of us putting up that big old tree out there.
And Bone Tired Traveler says National
Mason Jar Day. That's my family crystal. Now you know. Hey, maybe you can do some decoration on your Christmas tree with some small mason jars.
Now
How
our
about
daughter,
that?
she likes mason jars too, and those are the glasses in her kitchen because her kitchen is country themed. I think it's cool. And we have a restaurant here in town that serves all of their drinks in a mason jar.
Yep.
And here's Fearless Rambler saying good morning to
Hey, Tanisha, enjoyed your vids last night, so thanks. Yes, we've been enjoying all month working on Tanisha's the
I don't know what we're
Vlogvember.
gonna do for December when she doesn't have Black Christmas or whatever.
I don't know. Have to figure something out. A Gypsy and Vanilla Grill say finding a squirrel in your tree is the worst, though. They are crazy.
Yep. And here's Law Jones.
Just a real wreath and bows.
Yes, I love and
just buy a real wreath
and bows.
And bows, yes.
The Boy Scouts used to sell Christmas wreaths where we live, and they haven't sold Christmas wreaths in years. What else you got written down there?
Oh, like what color artificial tree? You know, you go in there and look at artificial trees; they're not all green anymore.
No, they're
white
weird
ones,
colors.
black
Red.
ones, and red ones. And,
even that bronze colored now.
Yeah, gold and bronze and silver. I mean, all kinds of colored trees. Do you still use a green artificial tree, or are you getting those multicolored trees, different colored trees?
So here's TNT.
TNT's Casa says we do the traditional family acquired ornaments from so many years of collecting.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, do you have dates on those, Tom? Did you date them, or just have to remember when they got there?
It was funny. I don't remember where I saw the comment at, but we were talking about, a cruise themed Christmas tree, and I can't remember who said it, but they buy ornaments. They bought ornaments to hang on their tree. They're all about cruising, and their son took all the ribbons off of them and set them on his dresser so that he could have cruising on his dresser. That was
Seagull cruising.
Is that who it was?
Yeah. Yeah, so he's got a whole.
I thought that was so cute.
He's got a whole cruise port on top of his dresser. All these cruise ships coming out. I thought, man, I want to be a kid again. I want to be 10 years old again. I want to do that. Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla say we don't hunt gnomes. They do hang out around here, and we call them gnomius. There is a playlist. Not sure where they are now. Heard maybe traveling with the band.
There you go.
I think you're right. I think I saw them in the headline in Georgia last week. But the Gaylords say we have the pine cones. Listen to those dogs back there.
I know.
How distracting is that? Are y'all distracted by them dogs?
That's enough.
It's WWE back here. Captain Billy, we need a referee. Can you get over here ASAP? The Gaylords say we have the pine cones that you get in Walmart that are treated to smell like a Christmas tree. Oh, no Christmas tree ever. We put them in the bottom of the metal perforated trash can, and it works great. Oh, that's a good idea.
There's a girl at work that she likes to hang up the wreath that's made of cinnamon sticks, and you walk down the hallway, it's like it gives you a headache. It's so strong of cinnamon sticks.
Yeah, you think you just need one or two of them, not a whole bag, right?
The whole wreath is made out of cinnamon sticks.
Oh, yeah, that's a headache waiting to happen. Yeah. Eddie Lugo says, Jeff, check your attic for gnomes. Gypsies and Vanilla Gorilla say, do they hide in the attic, Eddie? We made them a garden and gave them houses. Yeah, I think they're living out in the garden, maybe. But
and so Captain Billy puts on his referee T-shirt for the
Thank
boys.
you, Captain Billy. These guys are, I'll tell you, one's weighing in at 18 pounds, the other one's weighing in at 7.5 pounds from this corner.
So what else we got about trees, Chet?
Okay, trees. Other than, what about colored lights? Do you use colored lights or the white lights or no lights? Oh, yes, I said no lights.
Well, I personally like white lights on my Christmas tree. When I was a little girl, I wanted the colored lights because I loved all the different colors. But as an adult, I really like the white lights. But I like them to twinkle just a little bit. I don't want the whole tree twinkling, just a tiny little twinkle.
Twinkling lights or lights that stay on all the time. There's another option for you on your Christmas tree.
And Captain Billy says that gnomes are known to roam.
Yeah.
And Eddie likes the white lights as well.
White lights.
And the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla.
Yeah, we put up a fake tree and put our fake scent out too.
Mm-hmm.
We are the inferior beings. We overcame the issues of real nature in the home.
Well, they're all about real nature, though. They do everything real nature at their house.
They do,
so,
yeah.
Yes. And the Journey Awaits, they like the twinkling white lights because their new Christmas tree that they put up, if you've not seen their little vlog about putting up their Christmas tree, he got a great tree from, I believe it was Home Depot, wasn't it?
That was a great looking tree, Reggie. Oh my God. It really
was. It was an awesome, fabulous looking tree that he got for a decent price at Home Depot. And it had different levels of the light twinkling or
Light
the
settings.
colored lights and all this. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fabulous. If you've not seen their vlog, go.
Yeah, you might want to check out the Journey Awaits for their Christmas tree.
And I love the pre-lit Christmas trees as well. The Gaylords, their tree is pre-lit. I
Pre-lit
like pre-lit.
All the way, baby.
Um,
Yes, sir. We're all about
I
the
am
pre-lit trees too
so
now.
over tangling up the lights. And I used to I wanted a lot of lights on the tree. When you have a real tree, to string them this way, they just look awful. They look strung. So you'd have to take them and you have to bunch them up and shove them up inside the tree or wrap them. And it's like, oh, it's just way too much. Let's just buy
I
a
think I
pre-lit
hated
tree.
wrapping them all around there and watching them, looking at it for about 10 minutes and going, wow, that's beautiful. And then one of those little tiny bulbs burns out and the whole string goes dead. And you're like, ah! You know, so you have to go buy another string because you cannot fix them things.
And Captain Billy, he likes the multicolored lights
And
the
the
bulb lights.
Bubble lights. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
the old-fashioned bubble lights.
Yes. Those do look nice too.
Mhm.
TNT says our tree is pre-lit, but some of the settings can give you a seizure. Flashing the subliminal messages to
go.
you. You must go buy more stuff. Go buy more stuff at Walmart. Eddie Lugo says, didn't read the box for the one in the house. Color lights this year, but all the lights in the tree outside are all white lights. Just for you, Robin.
Oh, he's so sweet.
How about that? Thanks, Eddie Lugo.
And the Fearless Rambler says they got their tree from Home Depot as well. Now, just so you guys know, we are leaving on a cruise on December 10th. So we thought we would just make the vlogs between now, the morning show between now and December 10th about Christmas. So today we're talking about trees, but we've also got decorations outside are coming up. Cookies, Christmas cookies are coming up. Christmas traditions. What are your Christmas traditions? What Christmas traditions did you like growing up? The drive around. You drive around the neighborhood and look at Christmas lights, Christmas stockings, and Christmas stories. And we still need 2 more different themes. So those are to come in the next coming days. So what else we got, Chet?
Well, I was going to tell us a little bit of story of the memory I had from a Christmas tree when we were kids. Okay, it was only like 3 foot tall. It was a tabletop tree, and I remember it. It was had this icicles. We used to put icicles on trees back then. I remember opening up that little box. We call them icicles, and stringing those silver spaghetti-looking things up on the tree. And I had to write this down so I wouldn't forget. And silver garland you wrapped around the tree. We wrapped that big silver thing all the way around it. And then we had a star on top. We always had to have a star. And then we didn't have lights on it, but we had this thing that looked like a fan. Okay. You plug it in the wall and the thing spins round and round. And it's like a color wheel. It has a yellow section, a red section, a blue section, green section. As it spins around, it casts that color light onto that tree and the wall behind it. That's what kind of Christmas tree we're talking back in the 60s here, y'all. Back in the 60s. So anybody ever have a tree like that? Do y'all remember having that fan? There was a color wheel on it, shining lights up on your tree with no lights, and all that silver tinsel.
So the tinsel, my sisters and I, we used to fight about the tinsel because I had one sister, she'd just pick up wads of it and throw it. It's like, no, you have to take them individually and place them on the tree. And she just wanted to plump them up there. And they had a star on their tree. We always had an angel on the top of our tree.
And now our tree, well, we'll show you this afternoon. You can see what's on our tree.
So
we don't have a star or an angel.
Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla.
Oh, they say they are inside and we only have a few left. Can we beat the record of December 5th?
There you go.
I really get sad when they're all gone.
I know, right?
Favorite holiday movie could be a topic.
I'll write that one down. Yes.
Excellent. TNT. Thank you for that. That is
all right.
Perfect.
So, holiday movies.
Holiday movies, yes.
Awesome. And Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Super
excited when spring comes.
I know, right?
And Duke's going to get mail and he's going to be super excited. Duke's got mail and super excited. I could sing that all day. They say tinsel is a great way to make it sparkle and not add lights. And popcorn strings.
Now, we always have popcorn strings when I was growing up, and it was popcorn and cranberry. But I don't think they even sell that tinsel anymore. I wonder if they outlawed it or something, because you just don't see that in a box
don't see it anymore, do you? Don't really see garland out much anymore either. Okay, TNT says a lot of families we know have a special angel or star they use each year.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to make ornaments for my sisters every year, and they all got an angel ornament.
Yep.
And one year I didn't make an angel ornament for my sister, and she called me and she was crying. I was like, "What's wrong? What happened?" She's like, "You didn't make me an angel this year." I'm like, "Girl, you're 35 years old. You still need an angel?"
Oh boy, that just that made me write a note here for our tradition thing because I don't want to forget that. Eddie Lugo says we have to live. Well, we have live cats on the trees, and so no need for an angel.
There you go.
They have 2 live cats on the trees. I know. I know Pickles is up there climbing that tree, right?
The Gaylords, Christmas traditions, Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, Christmas foods. We have Christmas traditions is one of the thing already. Christmas Eve, that's a good one. What do you do on Christmas Eve?
That's a good one. Yeah.
We'll put that one down. Christmas Eve.
All right. Thanks for that. The Gaylords.
Yes.
Boy, the Gaylords and TNT, they throwing out some good ideas. We're going to start, collaborating with them on this stuff.
Okay, here we go.
Captain Billy says, my car would eat the tinsel, so no more. I think he meant his cat. His cat would eat the tinsel, so no more tinsel on the tree after cleaning up tinsel hairballs.
Yes, we had cats, and they did eat the tinsel. And I think that our dogs would probably eat the tinsel if we had that.
No doubt about it. We'd be pulling that out like a tapeworm. Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla say last year mom decorated an outside tree with PB pine cones and apples, peanut butter pine cones and apples for the creatures outside. Oh, the animals come eat the peanut butter pine cones and the apples.
Yes. So when COVID hit and we couldn't go cruising, we went to North Carolina. Tennessee and we saw Biltmore Castle, and they have a whole area outside, and the trees are decorated with edible ornaments for the wildlife, and I thought that was really cool. And they did have the peanut butter ones and apples and corn and all kinds of stuff. Boy. Corn and all kinds of stuff like that for the wildlife to eat. That's
a cool idea. That's a great idea.
And my sister does that. They have some property up in South Carolina that they go hunting on, and she does that too. She hangs up edible Christmas ornaments in the trees for the animals.
If any of y'all want to hang up some edible things in your tree, hang some candy canes, some Reese cups, some M&Ms. I'll be right over, and I'll come eat off of your tree. Oh, an M&M.
The problem in Florida and some other states as well as doing that in your yard is we would have bears coming in our yard to eat the snacks.
We have everything over. We had neighbors in our yard eating them.
Yeah, snacks. Here's Kathy Mills.
Kathy says, we had the silver tinsel tree in the 60s with the 4-color wheel. We loved it.
Oh my God.
All right, Kathy, somebody else remembers this color. She didn't know what the heck I was talking about.
I did know what it was. We just never had that in our house. I guess you had to be wealthier than we were to have a tree like that.
Wealthy? That fan looked like it was made in 1930. Do you remember that, Kathy? It looked like it was ancient already. That thing was spinning around real slow to cast that light on that tinsel. The Gaylords say the tinsel contained lead, so they changed it to another kind that cats and the cats and dogs ate them. Okay, gotcha. Fearless Rambler says, Eddie, do your cats fight when you hang them on the tree?
No, George, they just say thanks. And the Gaylords, they're just muted now. Muted. Here we go.
Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla say, I have never used tinsel, but if you're doing an over-the-top million lights and it would be needed.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, if you're going to go over the top, you got to have it.
And we're going to talk about that on one of our days coming up about, the Griswold Christmas. We have a neighbor down the street. His yard's always decorated, but we'll come to that on another day since we're doing Christmas themed days. Here we go with Elaine. Good morning, Elaine. So nice to have you with us.
Good morning, Elaine. She says, good morning to everyone. The Biltmore is beautiful at Christmas. Yes. I've only been there 2 times in my life, but absolutely loved it. My husband said it's creepy.
We went at Christmas time.
We went at Christmas time,
What's creepy in the Christmas time is that the outdoor gardens, everything's dead. So I think that's a little creepy, but I love the way that they decorate the house and everything for Christmas. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Let me tell you, if you have not been to the Biltmore house, that's a trip worth going to. Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla say we hang up all kinds of candy canes.
Yes. And talking about Eddie's cat, his name's Pickle. Chet's sister does she puts a pickle on the Christmas tree. And the person that finds the pickle on the Christmas tree is supposed to have a special blessing for the year or something like that. I never heard that until I met Chet's sister.
She just makes stuff up. Faye, are you watching this?
Yeah. It's a real thing. You can buy a pickle decoration at the store for those things. But I had never heard of it before.
Me neither. But that's what she does. Kathy Mills says the Biltmore house is beautiful at Christmas.
Yes,
it really is. Yeah.
And I can't remember who was putting the vlogs up. I think it was, I'll say it wrong. I'm not going to say who I'm up. because I might have said the wrong person. At that place that they were visiting with the pumpkins and everything. Carson City. No,
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, that
it's
was
not
that was
Carson
neat
City,
too.
it's-
I can't think of the name of it either.
Anyway,
But I got one more idea for a Christmas tree, y'all. Is it acceptable to have a Christmas palm tree? A Christmas palm tree. I'm not going to tell you who has one. I just want to know if you think it's okay.
So just so you know, where I work at, because I work for the county, we have fundraisers every year. And this year, every year we have a Christmas tree fundraising, and they made Christmas trees out of pallets this year. And there was a SpongeBob tree, and there were palm trees, and they raised like quite a few $1,000s for that.
Yes, they did.
So
Looks-
here's the Gypsy and the Vanilla Girl.
Looks like our time is running out, y'all. But hey, when we were young, our iguana had been lost for a few days and we hadn't seen him. Christmas Eve, Grandma was over, and out came Ziggy from the tree, shoulder height at Grandma. Ziggy the iguana popped out of the Christmas tree and said hi to Grandma.
Oh,
That's
funny.
awesome
That's
story
awesome.
right there. I
Yes.
love that.
I've had iguanas as well. Thor was the biggest iguana we had, and we ended up giving him to a friend of ours down the street, and he ended up huge, living in a cage
Yeah,
out in the yard.
6
It
foot
was
long
so big.
iguana.
Yeah.
Eddie says only in
in
Florida, right? Gypsy says she just took him and held him, and we both were very impressed. Well, how about I wouldn't have expected that either from Grandma.
And then Captain Billy says, yes, palm trees are acceptable. So
Thank you.
What I think is so funny is when people decorate their palm trees in Florida with lights and then do the green lights on the branches and brown lights coming up. Sometimes it's like,
That's
you
cool.
shouldn't have decorated it like that because
I like it.
it's got a bizarre look.
I kind of dig it.
That's
It's
my alarm clock
8:30.
saying it's time for me to go to work.
Well, we had a friend decorate a pot plant one year.
And palm trees are acceptable.
Palm tree is acceptable. All right.
So,
Thanks, Elaine.
Today at 3:00
3
is
o'clock.
our premiere,
Mhm.
and it's a short 4-minute video. So make sure you tune in for that. And Kurt's show is going on now. So jump on over there. And until 4:00 this afternoon,
3 o'clock.
3:00 this afternoon, we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel.